Every peace, love, and light, family. Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light. Every time I go live, I'm always trying to prepare, shift the turban, make sure things are straight and good, and welcome, welcome, because it ain't got to be perfect. So, happy day, happy holy days, happy grand living. I envision that you are well where you are. We say balanced vibrations in the harmony of your healing, balanced vibrations in the harmony of your healing. Osio, Awewa Ataniha. We will, you have water where you are from and where you are traveling. I envision that this Epiphany Day, the so-called 12th day of Christmas and all that other grandness, I envision that your manifestations are coming to a fullness of completion, a fulfillment of knowing what it is you intend to manifest and be and harmonize in and so on and so forth. And yeah, um, family, it's time to prepare. With all the subtle pleasantries and all that grandness, I envision that you are really, truly well. But it's a wake up call. Um, this is your wake up call. I'm the one that's really standing on the outside the house, you know, shit with the bullhorn, like, hey, get out, get the fuck out. Oh my goodness. Um, not that anybody's running from anything in the world except for all of this um, grandness that we got going on. I ain't gonna dress it up no more. Say y'all, um, in my 40 years of remembering, um, I've seen some things. I've seen wars. I've seen weddings. I've seen the posturings of governments. I've seen the propaganda machines. I've seen the lies, the belittlement, the dismissal. I've seen the subtleties being pushed up to fucking no end. Hey y'all, all these titles that we claim ourselves to be, if it ain't free, uh, it ain't thee. So we can say all day long, you know, we the people, we the people, we the people, and yet the things that are going on around us outside of our control, um, yeah, they'll sound like rants, they'll sound like complaints, they'll sound like grievances, they'll sound like gripes, they'll sound like all these things. However, get it out, get it out. Um, welcome in. Um, Wars and weddings, but it's really about the epiphany of your mind, the epiphany of your body, the epiphany of your spirit. So I'm not going to gravitate towards what's happening in the news, what's happening in fake news, what's happening in real world, what's happening in made up world. Um, Happy holy days means every single day is a holiday. And the most holy of those days is your individual birthday. And so when we come around to certain times of what we call a year and years and new years and new days and all of that grandness, um, for those in the know, springtime is when, you know, real new year actually happens, you know, first harvest or first fruit, you know, that type of thing, or brightest sun or closest sun, all that kind of grandness. But yet, um, we'll say happy day. We'll say happy new year. We'll say, for me, I just say happy Epiphany. It's what they call January 6th. It's the 12th day of Christmas. And it's one of those representations where your mind was supposed to be fixated towards gathering a newness inside of the cellular self so that your the structure and the focus and the fortitude that you are projects and manifests and comes to life. we're in the age of knowledge, knowing, and truth being. We're in the age of be the example of the love you want to see in the world. We're in the realm of actual factual. Give me the actual factual. Don't lie, no conjecture, no BS, no. We're also I mean my for those who like to be sensitive about certain words and things of that nature. We say we have a policy here: harmony without harm to self or another. We say balanced vibrations in the harmony of your healing. So if you need something, I got you. If you want for a thing to be clear, I got you. Um, in this epiphany, I've been traveling a little bit. Came back from Peru. Been in Cancun for some time. Dropped back off in Tulum, and now I'm in Playa del Carmen, and I ain't playing. They say player. No, I ain't playing. This land is ooh, distractingly beautiful, and hey, I embrace it. It's what we call eye candy and all that other kind of extra stuff. It's like, hey y'all, um, in this embodiment, I'm proud to be a reminder for some people as in the form of Kaliman. Kaliman is a Mexican superhero that I resemble in likeness, attribute, character, as well as abilities. And it's amazing how what is aligned continues. What people call me Alibaba, people call me Aladdin, people call me Baba G, people call me all kind of extra other things, and just all this grandness. Okay, cool. Howsoever, that don't mean a whole hill of beans or it don't amount to a whole hill of beans if you don't do anything with it. So what I'm doing is I'm sharing aspects of my light with people for the benefit of harmony without harm to self or another. I'm a peacemaker. People be asking me all types of around the way type of questions just to try to penetrate as far as what is your specific focus when it comes to religion or spiritual science and all this other kind of extra grandness. And I'm like, hey, look, I'm a peacemaker. Um, not in the avoidance sense. You a Muslim? You got a turban on, and you from Texas. Um, Musalem, the person of peace, and all of that grandness, but not to deviate from the question and all this other kind of extra stuff. It's like, hey, y'all, I know what source and what God and what creator and what Big Mama is and all this other kind of extra stuff. And people just love to put a label and a title and an accolade and a character and a characteristic on it. It's like, look, if when you know that it's inside you, firstly, you know, like you ain't gonna have to put no name or no title or no accolade or no characteristic to it because your fruit actually shows the benefit of what it is to be as, be like, be with, or be from these things that people like to attribute themselves or affiliate themselves or assimilate themselves into. So happy Epiphany that I envision that your mind is opening towards, not everybody in this so-called Western part of the world is a part of your social dynamic or your religious dynamic or your so-called spiritual dynamic or whatever it is that you flow with. And again, harmony without harm to self or another. So if it worked for you, win with it. Right? So for instance, we got a clarion call to the collective. Now 1-1. How folks be dialing 911 and all this other kind of extra stuff because it be an emergency with shit. You look here, Earth been on fire and it's for sale. So now 1-1. Now 1-1. State the nature of your emerging vision. Whatever it is that you're dialing into, Your emerging vision is going to produce nourishing, abundant fruit through your actions, through your will, through your projection, um, you know, and it's amazing what comes up to distract you at the bottom of your screen when you're getting somewhere. It's amazing how when we push energy and when we shift toward change, remember, 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 we are guardians of our own temples first. So can't tell nobody what to do on planted earth no more. We all rooted from the tree, or we from the tree root and all this other kind of extra grandness. So whatever branch thereof you from and all that other grandness, hey, celebrate the leaf that you are. And go ahead and be leaf with all of that. Ain't nobody got no never mind with what we are doing with our own individual selves in ourself, except to express the purest, most harmonious functions, the most purest, most harmonious embodiments of, well, we say we're supposed to be enlightened, but I heard it the other way, wherein it's in order to achieve certain types of greatness within realms of thought, it's to be endarkened. But see, some people afraid of the dark, some people scared of that blackness, but yet we are birthed from it. So yeah, everything comes to the light, yes, but yet it's a yin yang effect to some things, and we gotta actually reorient. You know, to face a thing is to be east. Your crown is always projected north. Your ground crowns, what we call feet, are south, and behind you is west. So you being the center, and I'm giving you codes. I'm giving you sacreds and not secrets. And yet when we use these things for our advantage and our benefit and our for our likeness and for our traveling about, if you were to, man, what's so amazing is I don't want to preach to you. I ain't even got too much of a message. Like, we ain't really supposed to be talking. You know, it's one of those things wherein if you realize the things that we're, for lack of better words, supposed to be doing, like when you on your purpose path plan, when you're on and in your true divine purpose, your true divine part of this life cycle thing we got going on, and when it comes full circle for presents to be had by you, or gifts to be given to you or through you or by you, or when source creator or God or Allah or whatever, however you call it, or she or he and all this other kind of extra stuff, when source aligns you to be a benefit to others, or source aligns for you, source aligns you by your own thinking. Now you thought a path plan, and then it was reoriented into, no, you need to be doing this anyway, like this. Okay, no, I got something better, greater for you if you let that go. Okay, I got something shinier, brighter, more positive for you if you accept this. So, with regard to be the greatest gift that you are. And sometimes what I'm saying is source will align you, or God will align you, or creator will align you to be a blessing, to be a gift, to be a offering, to be a greater for someone or for something else. So pay attention to what's happening around you. Pay attention to and pay what is due, and yet be mindful with your attention. Be mindful where your attention is. We say pay attention. Well, pay what is due, and be mindful of your time. Be mindful of your attention. Be mindful of your intention. Be balanced vibrations in the harmony of your healing. And healing is growth. Healing is posturing yourself for a more nourishing hydration. Healing is positioning yourself for the mind to be in a space of well rest and fruitful growth from the posturing, from the positioning, from the upliftment, so that when we say body, mind, and spirit, when we look at um, when we look at our crown, how we adorn our crowns, you know, like you ain't got to put nothing on your head to adorn your crown. Let me say it again. You don't have to put anything on your head in order to adorn your crown. Yet, some of us give reverence and honor to our mothers and our fathers, our lineage, our ancestors, the sacred I am within ourselves. Some of us place things, headdresses, and different adornments on our crowns so that it gives reverence to a certain office that we are carrying and that we care for, a certain embodiment to a title that is bestowed upon us, a gift that was given from a remembrance and things of that nature. And so some people be, styling with it. Some people think it's like not mine, but some people think it's a style. Some people think it's just a fad or a thing that we do, or some people think that it's just no. Again, you ain't got to put nothing on top of your head in order to adorn your crown. But what that really truly means is mend the mind and remember exactly who you are. Certain, it's essential to be ritualistic when you know you are divine. So when you know you are related to and through tree of life, from either root, seed, source, leaf, branch, and all that grandness, yeah, bark included, all of that, hardened within and still got water within and all this other kind of extra grandness, tall without. So when you know you from the tree of life and you exercise a certain embodiment that is life-giving, keep going. Keep going. Keep encouraging people just by your presence. Keep walking. Keep riding. Keep lifting. Keep being. Ashe. Remove belief. Remove belief. This is the actual factual. We gotta know. Ain't nothing wrong with belief. Can't tell you what to do. But there is a difference between belief and knowing. So I always say remove belief and be leaf, like that leaf from the tree of life, because that's an actual knowing. It came from something dark and low, immersed itself, grounded itself, became ground itself, and sprouted, blossomed, lifted up forcefully. You know how cool and cold and damp and wet and submerged and pressed and hard it was for you to do what you did, tree? So be leaf and know thyself. Be free and love for a living for first. Love for a living for first, so that the people that are around you, they see and they sense that, yet have a love for yourself so immense, so grateful, so powerful that like it oozes out of you for them to love themselves even more intimately, even more closely, even more personal, even more spiritually, even more sacredly. Like, so know thyself, be thyself, love thyself. Can't tell you what to do, but you better know yourself. Can't tell you what to do, but you better be yourself. Can't tell you what to do, but you better love yourself. In this day and in this age, we ain't got time for no thing else no conjecture, no fiction, no bullshit, no fairy tales, no nothing. Like, you better know yourself, love yourself. Look here, I can tell you how to move about in Mexico with pennies, pesos, pounds of pressure and nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell you what it is to shit move around the vibrations of mother lovers always want to talk some smooth cash shit when they think they hide, they be trying to position and posture themselves and all this other kind of extra shit. Now, all right, just be and breathe and be love. Just be and breathe and be love, cause shit, excuse my French. So, y'all, I'm gonna tell you a story and then I'm gonna leave. Um, I got chased by a three-legged dog in Mexico, y'all. It's fun. It ain't funny, but it's funny. And so, like, I'm walking. I naturally walk fast, and I had just left the store. I got some water. I got just another little bag in my hand. I'm moving. Like, I ain't moving too fast, but I'm finna walk through the crowd. No, I love people. I love people. I love people. But I don't want to be around heavy energy all the time. So anyway, so I'm walking. I'm booking through the crowd because in this city, it's always something going on. So I'm got to like, okay, where I got to walk through and just maneuver. So I just, I'm booking it, and I hear this something shuffling, and I had to something just encouraged me to look to see what the heaven it was. So I look, I'm like, oh, the dog got mad at me, and I saw the expression on its face. The dog got mad at me because I looked to verify what the noise was that it was making. And then I was calculating in my brain, like, oh, not feeling sorry for the animal, but just like, man, shit. Damn, dog ain't got but 3 legs. He missing front right. So it's like he got to do this number. So I see this and I'm like, man. So then when he noticed that I noticed, he started coming towards me, and I'm walking fast already, and I'm passing him. So I'm looking, I'm like, man, he coming for me. With 3-legged dog, he coming for me. So I'm like, okay, there's no aspect of ego and pride wherein I'm too proud to be just but I wasn't finna run from no 3-legged dog. Like, I just wasn't finna, like, I'm already walking fast enough to walk past him faster. And then I'm like, I'm not finna fucking run. Like, excuse my friend, I'm just not finna do it. So I look and I was offended now. And now he mad and trying to and I'm like, oh shit. So folks cross the street laughing their tails off, and I'm like, man, this is insane. I'm getting chased by a 3-legged dog, and I think I gotta run. Anyway, I've seen some of the most troubling things here in Mexico. I've seen people lose and gain integrity. I've seen people have bought lessons. I've seen wherein selfishness and greed will get the better of you instantly, and then I've seen it, in its delayed reactions and things of that nature. But yet, family, love yourself. Love yourself beyond a penny, a peso, a pound, a pearl, or a precious diamond, or anything else. Like, love yourself beyond and through. Love yourself past the patience parts where you haven't applied patience in part. Be your, we would want to say be your highest, most vibrational self, but yet a lot of us ain't there yet. Just truly and honestly, a lot of us ain't there. A lot of us ain't at the highest of the highs. A lot of us ain't at that spiritual bliss where it's like, man, I can carry my essence through the ether forever with this knowing. Like some people just ain't there. Some people still got questions. Some people still got these things that are happening, and it's like, okay, I need to know more, or I need to gain a better insight, or something, and can't tell you what to do, family. Like we on Earth no more. Like if shit, Earth on fire and it's for sale, and we can't tell nobody what to do. So if I did, I would say be mindful of what you put in your mind, and be mindful of what you put in your mouth. Know thyself, be thyself, love thyself, because the so-called future you is the now, living right here in the present. So all the other extra stuff doesn't exist anymore. It's either past or it's gone. So in this epiphany, on this holy day, on this celebration of what we call these days and everything, I hope that your striking appearance, I hope that, or I envision that your manifestations are congruent with, or really progruent, you know, I don't like them con words and all that kind of stuff, but yet progruent with excuse me, where you actually want to be in life. You know, yeah, I will agree. You know, and it's so interesting how certain things are scripted in your own life. Like you either wrote it, or something or someone wrote it for you. There's some things that I wrote 7 years ago, 10 years ago. I'm living out now. I'm living it out now, like conscious on the couch. Like I remember saying, like, and I was doing it then too. And then it was like a continuance of well, the way my life is projected, um, I'm probably gonna end up being in some other country doing this too. And it's gonna be by way of, part way of doing this like this, and doing it haphazard, and doing it dangerous, and doing it focused, and doing it by way of faith, and doing it by way of letting go, and doing it by way of not running away from anything, and then also actually doing it free. That's my greatest testimony, is everything I think I own is a gift. Everything that I've touched in the last 10 years has been a gift. Everything. From the pain, from the pearls, from the gifts, from the jewels, from the grands and the grandness that I've received and given, every single thing that I think I have, own, am a part of, have seen in this age is truly a gift. And I am immensely grateful for everything that my mind has geared me, programmed me, my inner child, my oldest ancient self, my self-like reflection anxious self. Like I'm so proud of all of them, him, being, listening to the call, listening to the great I am, listening to source, listening to great mother, listening to the will within, to just be like, hey bro, it ain't all gonna make sense, and it ain't always got to be freaking perfect. But guess what? If you move by faith and you live an internal will of peace, that if you didn't speak another utterance for the rest of your life, it would still reverberate what you are actually saying and doing and being and loving. You are loving yourself in continuous action with the rest that you are taking. You are loving yourself in continuous action by re-nourishing and rehydrating, refilling the neurons in the brain, and the naturalness of the self, the cellular self, to be more hydrated, to be more hydrating towards people and yourself. uh, um, when you on your purpose path, and gifts are bestowed by way of doors opening, and just the unfolding of flowers. You know, people are flowers. People are leaves of branches of trees that we've either seen before, are connected to and through, or we share in the midst of the pollination that has traversed this earth, so that all of us know what our flower, we know what these flowers smell like. We have seen the great blossom of, roses and tulips and hibiscus and all these other different flowers and things of this nature. But you the greatest one. You're the greatest sentient. You're the greatest scent being. You're the greatest aroma. So again, can't tell nobody what to do on planted earth, but you better know yourself, be yourself, love yourself more and more, more and more. And if you're gonna take a thing, if you're gonna take a thing, take forward your mind. Bring forward your heart. Be forward your love. In a minute, language ain't gonna exist because we've been using every word wrong. Every one. Including I, me, my. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like all this, like, hey, in the last, say, I'll just minimize it. In the last, say, 200 years, all the words that exist, we either need a new language, need not speak anymore, or you better find some profoundness in the words, whatever, with respect to whatever language you using, to charge and channel the self, to uplift and be grand the self. Like you better be using the right words. So whatever it is that you doing, saying, being, all right, be leaf. Be the leaf from that tree, that tree of life. Your words can't tell you what to do, but your words should be producing life. Your will should produce life. Your actions should produce life, light from the darkness that you came from. You remember that fire you had to go through. You remember that darkness you had to go through, that cold, that damp, that wet, that hard, that pressing pressure. You remember. I know you do. And so hydrate. I got some water for you. It's called living water. Okay? Message me. Find me. Okay? I'll make it for you. I'll give it to you. Okay? I have words, yet I ain't got no words. On A, B, or C. Or I left or bet. I can show you some essence of some presence, be a gift and lift and love with you. So DM me, message me, reach out to reach in to reach out, so on and so forth. Be, just be. I can show you or tell you or give you some advice, but yet I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I'm a guide, and yet I'm guiding myself. Look here, I'm halfway around the world. Been traveling a little bit and just like, look here, hey, where we going next? I got to get back to Peru. Mm-hmm. Did seem a lot a bit more peaceful there. Ain't nobody too much bothering nobody, you know. Everybody seemed to go with the either the jungle or the mountains or something like that. I'm in Mexico right now. It's a little, you know, we got to learn and do and be some things over here too. You know, we got to watch and gather our peoples and facilitate and keep the fires and dance with the moon and all that grandness. Okay, yeah. We'll do that for some time. But yeah, I got some water for you. I got a word for you too. Okay? So peace, love, and light. I love you because you exist. I love you because you exist beyond the realms of just all this made upness. Okay? I envision that you love yourself more. I envision that you love yourself more. Be yourself, love yourself, know yourself every day. Okay? Um, Talk to you soon. See you later. See you later. Talk to you soon. All that grandness and happy Epiphany. Happy just days to you. You know, every day is a year. You know, in my mind, every day is a year. So happy New Year to you. However young, old, and all this other extra grandness. You know, hey, in the years of my remembrance, hey, you are everything. So I'll see you everything. And I see everything in you. Peace.